Global Transformation Astrology, GTA, with William Stickevers.
Now, here's the thing that really is interesting. If the sun represents the president, right? The sun archetypally represents the president. He's an Aquarius. Who's Pluto in Aquarius? Who is the protagonist? Pluto in Aquarius. Who's sitting next to the president all the time, whispering in his ear? You all know who he is. If you see Trump, you see him. He's the Pluto in Aquarius. Elon Musk, Trump's right-hand man. Now, what's interesting is look at that Aquarius. He has his North Node in Aquarius, Mars in Aquarius, and he has his vertex in Aquarius. So he has 3 significant points, and we know Pluto is going to be crossing those points over the next several years. It's very important to keep that in mind. So he's going to embody more of the Pluto in Aquarius character. By the way, I went to ChatGPT and I said, generate an image of Elon Musk, and this is what it generated. That's pretty good, folks. How much longer does Hollywood have at this point? All right. So we have partial solar eclipse hit to Elon's natal Uranus. So in March 29, 2025, we're going to have an eclipse in Aries at 8 degrees, and it's going to be exactly opposing Elon's Uranus. So remember, anytime an eclipse hits Uranus or Pluto, it is considered watershed. So looking at it from his standpoint, this could mean major advances or disruptive launches related to Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, other ventures, sudden controversial actions or announcements, bold moves in AI, renewable energy, Mars colonization plans. It could be the amplification of his role as a cultural and technological icon. Okay, we could see that. He's sort of that now, but he'll now be part of the Trump White House. He'll be in the White House. He'll have access to all the classified documents. I don't see any reason why Trump wouldn't give him access if it can help Trump to make better informed decisions about things that Elon has certain insights that no one else in the administration would have. Leading a project like into the Manhattan Project. So one who would be assigned to lead this big project, like the Manhattan Project, for those of you who don't know, the Manhattan Project was a secret project that was assigned by FDR to create an atomic weapon. So placing Musk at the helm of potentially history-altering development, where the project could redefine global AI leadership, challenge current dominators like China in the AI race. Okay, that makes sense, right? Well, just what broke the other day in the news, we just found out about a secret government AGI initiative where the U.S. government is planning a secretive project to develop artificial general intelligence, which has been linked to the scale of the Manhattan Project because of its potential to change the course of history. Proposals in this document emphasize the need for defense prioritization and robust security measures to protect AGI-related projects with concerns about espionage from rival nations like China. There's actually a saying, America innovates, China imitates, and the UK regulates, meaning UK regulates everything to the point where no one can make money from it and, you know, the economy stalls. All right, so government, secret AGI project, the shift in global balance of power. So Sun, Pluto, and Aquarius would deal with something, the president, the administration would deal with something that's going to concern them about a shift in the global balance of power or threaten this shift in the global balance of power. So we've seen throughout history that countries that are first to exploit periods of rapid technological change can often cause shifts in the global balance of power. We could see first mover advantage. And China is racing towards AGI. It is critical that we take them on extremely seriously. So one of the big issues in the United States is the energy infrastructure is a significant bottleneck for training large AI models. China doesn't have that problem. They have the infrastructure in place. We are arguing with each other in the United States and in Europe. Europe doesn't have the power capability. Now, it would take much longer and it'd be much more expensive to build the infrastructure to train these larger AI models, which would become eventually artificially generally intelligent or super intelligence. So we're going to have to build out that energy infrastructure at the same time we're developing this artificial general intelligence initiative, building that out simultaneously. So you could see why this is going to cost somewhere like $100 trillion, and they got to spend this fast because China is hell-bent on winning. And it's a suicide race. So AGI race is a suicide race. The proposed AGI Manhattan Project and the fundamental misunderstanding that underpins it represents an insidious growing threat to U.S. national security. Any system better than humans at general cognition and problem solving would, by definition, be better than humans at AI research and development, and therefore able to improve and replicate itself at a terrifying rate. The world's preeminent AI experts agree that we have no other choice but to move ahead regardless. So there's no time to solve the problem. In a competitive race, there will be no opportunity to solve the unsolved technical problems of AI control and AI alignment, and every incentive to cede decisions and power to the AI itself. The almost inevitable result would be an intelligence far greater than our own that is not only inherently uncontrollable, but could itself be in charge of the very systems that keeps the United States secure and prosperous. So as AI Nobel laureate, I think his name is Jeffrey Hinton, said last month, once the artificial intelligence gets smarter than we are, they will take control. So that's his opinion. I don't agree with that, but this is what's at stake. This is all perfectly articulating the Sun-Pluto complex. Remember, the U.S. has a Pluto return in the sign of Aquarius, and we're going to have the Pluto return in Aquarius occur at the same time we have the 47th president installed on January 20th, 2025. So you see how this is all connecting together? So the race for AGI, the U.S. and China are entrenched in an unending technological rivalry with artificial intelligence, AI at the forefront, which is vital for national security. So that is going to be a big, big thing next year. Once Trump takes control and Elon Musk gets access to national security, defense, intelligence, this is where the Chinese have, this is what's going on. Like, put everything out on the table. We have to make sure we win this race, and we have to find a way that we don't become extinct, or at the very least pets, right, to this AI system that we're going to build that will be part of our national security framework to ensure growth, prosperity, and security, and to neutralize the Chinese threat. Now, remember, there's 5 levels of AGI. We've already achieved the first level, where we see the ChatGPT chatbot defeat doctors at diagnosing illnesses. This is an article from the New York Times. This study found that the ChatGPT, you just basically copy and paste or submit your PDF into the ChatGPT and say, you are now a world-class doctor or a pediatrician or an x-ray specialist. You can put your x-ray results up there. You prompt it, you say, listen, you're a world-class doctor X, Y, and Z. Please review my blood work. Or let me describe my symptoms to you and help determine what my medical malady is. When they ran this test, they found that the ChatGPT from OpenAI, the current one we're using right now, scored an average of 90% when diagnosing a medical condition from a case report and explaining its reasoning. Doctors randomly assigned to use the chatbot got an average score of 76%. So ChatGPT unveiled doctors' sometimes unwavering belief in a diagnosis they made, even when the chatbot suggested a better one, meaning that the doctor said, no, the computer can't be right. I know better. I have experience at this. That's not the right. And they were wrong. The computer was right. So we're already there. And there's 5 levels. So the first one's chatbot, AI, we already have. The second one we just came out a few months ago called the Reasoners. That's a high-level problem-solving skills where you could take your lawsuit, you could use the professional version of ChatGPT Pro, and you just put all your PDFs into there and say, help me reason out a settlement in my lawsuit or whatever, or, resolve my taxes or whatever. It will do it. Right. So we have that level. And then the one coming out in January is the agents. and they're going to take actions independently based on human instructions. So basically, everyone will have an agent. It'll follow what you do on your computer or on your iPhone, and it'll say, listen, I can do this all for you. I'll answer your email. Could I use your voice? Yes. And I'll answer the phone for you, and I'll answer it the way you would. And if I have to check in on something, I will. I can put together your PowerPoint presentation, William, and I'll even use your voice, and I'll, talk exactly like you do, and people won't know the difference. And, I can go watch Netflix, right? Or go to the gym and work out, and you would not know the difference. That's all coming out next year, folks. They already have it. I've already seen it in presentations, but it's coming out, and people will just, hey, for $25 a month, $30 a month, depending on what it is, you get your agent. You can put it on your phone. You can get, like, for a price of $100 a month, you can put it on your phone, put it on your laptop, and it'll do everything for you, right? So we're there. The next one is innovators. That's coming out probably later 2025, early 2026. AI that can assist in the invention of new ideas and contribute to human knowledge. Basically invent things that only humans can do. And then organizations will be the final phase, will probably be late 2026, early 2027. AI capable of performing all the functions of an organization independently. So you could basically have a corporation, and all the key workers and decision makers are AI in that corporation, where you only have like 3 physical, biological beings, right? 3 people in a corporation that's generating over 1 billion a year. So that's all coming within months.
To watch the full presentation and more like this on geopolitics, the economy, and world events from an archetypal and mundane astrological perspective, join the Global Transformation Astrology membership. Go to gta.williamstickevers.com. Become a GTA member today.